Shalom, and welcome once again to Elders of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And today's topic is entitled Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, a breakdown. I don't have to explain what we're going to go into. The title says it all, so we're going to go right into it. Now, there's going to be a show upcoming on the GMS in Transit site, which was suspended for 6 months. So now if you want to watch the GMS in Transit, the video for now will be going up on Be On The Ready, on YouTube, of course, and in the near future, the next couple of days or so, watch out for it. It'll either be GMS in Transit 2 or 2 GMS in Transit or something thereabouts, We're going to see if we can put it up so it'll be back up and running, all right? Anyway, let's just go right into the scriptures. We're going right to the 16th verse. Actually, you know what? Start from the first verse, and let's go through that quick. And we hit the 16th verse. The main point we're getting on is the curses that we went through. All right, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings...
Yeah, that's a separation of nations, meaning the Most High going to put one nation, his chosen nation, on top of all the rest of the nations. He's not going to mingle the nations. Matter of fact, get me Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, in the 8th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Yeah, so you don't have to even explain that. He's telling you that there's a certain group of people that he loves, that he chose, and that he set up to be over other nations. Now give me the book of Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, and start from the 4th verse. And let's see what that says.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 4. For they will turn away thy sons from following me.
Start at the 3rd.
Okay, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give to...
In this case, it's talking about the different nations, the 7 nations of the Canaanites. Go ahead. Or the 7 tribes, clans, whatever you want to call them, of the Canaanites. Go ahead.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Yeah, and the fact that you don't know that you're Israelites like these clowns in the churches, they'll see a black man or a black woman, and they'll befriend that black man or a black woman, not knowing that that's a Hamite. The same thing in the churches. The churches go around preaching that they're Gentiles. In the way they are Gentiles, but they don't understand what they mean when they say that they're Gentiles. You have Gentiles, which is people of the other nation, and then you have Israelite foreigners, which are Gentiles, which there's Israelite groups out there that seem to can't get over that hurdle, which is an easy hurdle to get over. But the reason why they can't get over it because they're not men of the Lord. All right? So, they'll marry among, like you got a lot of Israelite women because they don't have the truth. They'll marry Hamite men thinking that, well, he's another black man. That's why you idiots in America, I'm talking about you blacks, you voted for Barack Obama because you saw a black man. Well, if you understand the scriptures and you knew that you were an Israelite, you would know that, or give me the one in Deuteronomy, was that Deuteronomy 17, I believe it is, about the, put ye not over you someone of another nation. Anyway, that's why you voted for Barack Obama, because you thought he was one of yours. And he's not one of yours. And you're going to find out he's not one of yours. All right? You know what it is? All right, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. I'm sorry, I started at 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, and shall possess it.
That's talking about the land of Israel. But this applies to anywhere you may go. Go ahead.
And shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me.
What is a king? Look up the word king, Deuteronomy 17 verse 14. Because you might get stupid and say, well, there's no kings in America. Well, first of all, the one that sits up on the throne, or the one that's your president or your governor, they're kings, even though they're not being labeled with the term king. And the reason why they're not being labeled with the term king is because in the Constitution, you cannot have titles of nobility to your name. All right, that's in the Constitution. But the guy's still sitting there as a ruler. Didn't he say he killed, had to put the order out to kill bin Laden? And they didn't find the guy guilty, number one. Number two, they went outside the jurisdiction. So they just said, fuck the Pakistani government. We're going to do what the hell we want to do. Can you imagine if the Chinese just came over here with helicopters and didn't kill whoever they wanted to kill?
George Bush or somebody like that.
Exactly. That's why the whole world, see, when you turn on the TV set and you watch the news, you watch CNN, which is the fluff news network, and Fox, which is total crap, or any of these shows, they're all bought and paid for. You know how you know that? Because they don't bring you both sides. First of all, this guy at around 11 something at night on a Sunday night, which was the 1st of May. By the way, the 1st of May, that's called May Day in the elite crowd. And when they established the New World Order or the Illuminati, that was on May 1st, 1776. On your so-called American dollar bill, which is nothing but a Federal Reserve note, which is a private bank outside of government or quasi part of the government or quasi-governmental, you see on that dollar bill, you see those symbols. You see the pyramid with the missing capstone and the all-seeing eye that's illuminated. And then when you go to the bottom of the capstone, I think there's 13 levels or 13 levels of bricks. When you go to the bottom of it, I believe it says 1776, and you think it's talking about July 4th, 1776, the independence of this country. That's not the case. That's commemorating 1776, May 1st, which is May Day. In the military, when you're in trouble, you get on the radio and you say May Day, May Day, May Day. May Day is also the International Workers' Day. All right, May Day. All right. So I was saying, well, May Day, something's got to happen. So all day Sunday, the May 1st, nothing happened. I said, nothing happened today. And this time that we're living in, then all of a sudden, a little after 11 o'clock, breaking news, Osama got shot. And I said, well, that's your May 1st right there. But because your eyes ain't open to the esoteric side of life, so to speak, your eyes are not open to the world of the unseen. Your eyes are not open to the invisible government. You don't know that. You think it's just a regular damn day. All right, go ahead.
It says Deuteronomy 17 and 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose.
Whom the Lord, you're going to set a king or a leader up over you, whom the Lord thy power have chosen. Go ahead.
One from among thy brethren.
One from among thy brethren. Go ahead. An Israelite.